Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the North Star State, where the sounds of the Yawler horn and the Skol chant echo throughout U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Minnesota Vikings. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. These guys got the season started on a high note, a home victory in the opener. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys also winners in week 1, so a couple of 1-0 teams ready to get after it here.
Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And a look here at the veteran under center, their 7th-year quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
We'll have to see what kind of looks this defense is going to throw at him as this game moves along, but they're in the zone to start. I do think we'll see plenty of man coverage as we move along, but the first throw of this one, incomplete.
That's caught by Tucker. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. As we gain 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. This defense for the Broncos, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, they held them to well under 200 yards of total offense, and in today's NFL, that's a feat to be proud of, especially with the emphasis on offense and what we're seeing each and every week, that great creativity and usual productivity.
The Vikings send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. Leading this unit will be the big arm man out of Texas Tech. 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
Well, he started his season the way that everyone wants to start their season, with an absolute bang. AFC Offensive Player of the Week. Let's see where he goes from here.
Set the bar high. Week 2, we'll see what he can do. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees.
To the right side and intercepted. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. So first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This is pulled. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 20 carries, 95 yards.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
Again, they run it with Cole. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. 2 yards yards still to go. Third down now.
Third and 2.
Mahomes now to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Touchdown.
Mike Evans. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Broncos use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Broncos 7.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. To the sideline and incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they get to it after a gain of 6 to the 46.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Now pull. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
They came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Another Broncos first down. It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Broncos first down.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Broncos 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to take care of business in front of the home crowd last week.
Yeah, it's always nice to get that opener at home, but now things get a little bit tougher. The good thing for them, though, is they take a little extra confidence with them when they head out on the road.
Here's Mahomes to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now it's Mahomes again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williamson. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
First down, Broncos.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
At the Vikings' 2-yard line.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll try to pick it up himself. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Deebo Samuel with career touchdown number 75. And the Broncos have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, this offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll make the score 14-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They go play action. Young. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Drop for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Brings up the 3rd down.
See where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up.
33.
Looking to throw, Young. Under pressure, they got him again. Aiden Hutchinson. 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And we get another look now at this Broncos offense. And it's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
They run it with Cole. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there. That's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Mahomes going to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Yellow. Yellow. Come back.
Now Mahomes. Touchdown Broncos. Mike Evans. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Broncos take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 21-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's Mike Evans who caps it with a touchdown reception. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Vikings head out to take over once again. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, I feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Got it.
The Broncos going dime. 2 extra defensive backs for third down.
Playing pass all the way.
Now here's Young. Quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And they will take over first and 10. And Denver getting set to take the field. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Force the ball free, and it's second down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Now here's Mahomes. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
And the Broncos first down. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Denver.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
29 more yards. That's another Broncos first down. A gain of 29 yards. And a Broncos first down.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Mahomes to throw once more. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
Brings up a third down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Pulling into traffic there, and that's complete. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Mahomes going to go on fourth down. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
A gain of 12. First down, Broncos.
They'll look to throw again. Back to Deebo Samuel for consecutive catches. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. And again, it's Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Extra point try now from Dicker. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. That time, a 9-play drive. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. Oh, look at the juke. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And the Vikings going to take over here one more time before the half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
An anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now Young. He'll look middle here and get it to Odunze. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
At their 49-yard line.
Young to throw it. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. On play action, Young. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Come on, set. Black 40. Cut.
Final play of the half, Young. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position.
Yellow. Hey, 57, 50. Hey, 43, 43, 15. 15.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that'll be incomplete with the penalty marker down as well. And I think he was beyond the line of scrimmage when that ball left his hand. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Broncos offense set to begin this 3rd quarter. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the 2nd half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Yellow, yellow. Hey, Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday. What's that?
Mahomes now to throw. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. The Broncos send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. This is taken at about the 14. And that's a 48-yard punt with the coverage holding it to 40 on the return. And it will be Vikings ball 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go. Green.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Pass to 20 for a short gain, 2nd down. Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has not allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. But they hit in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. The Vikings send out their punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Denver's offense now set to go. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 48 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Jordan Brooks on the tackle. Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Williamson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Polk. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. So there the defense denies the rookie of his potential first career touchdown.
And his first NFL touchdown celebration. I wonder if he's thought about it, if he has something cooked up in his head as he worked on with his team, and think about the celebration back.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Justin Jefferson with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Broncos open the lead up to 34-0. Dicker now to tack on the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception.
Cameron Dicker to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And now out comes Minnesota. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Black 40.
They'll start this drive out of the goal. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the 3rd quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback, because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after him.
Young. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And taken right on the 30. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. The Broncos offense and Patrick Mahomes headed back onto the field. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm willing to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they're going to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Yellow.
They'll keep it on the ground. Polk. And he'll be brought out at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And he whips that one incomplete there. Up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion. I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Pretty good burst right there as he'll take us down to the 33. 86 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
From the 24 now, here's second down at a yard. Now a handoff up the middle. Polk. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 18 yards that time to push him up, first and goal. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal.
180!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Broncos are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it is 42-0. Now, after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds. The Vikings offense now, they getting ready to head back on the field. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself.
Oh, Young loses it. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
And the Vikings, first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Young. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Marvin Mims, 44 yards. And the Vikings are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter play. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And he returns this to the 22. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he rifles one incomplete.
Intended for Justin Jefferson.
This offense so far on third down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6.
Yards to go.
43, 43.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that will be incomplete as well. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go. Here we go. Yellow.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Ready?
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. Young is set to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
9 yards.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Let's go.
Young now. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Jalen Carter able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Here is Young. To the sideline, intercepted. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And the Broncos are going to have a short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. With this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Airing this one out for Evans. And this is caught. A huge play there for Denver. And even 50 yards. 50 yards.
That's how you put field position. What a play right there. That nearly went the distance. Credit this defense for not giving up. They get him down just short of the goal line, but the damage is done. It's going to be first and goal from an ideal position.
Yellow.
Mahomes going to throw it here to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Another shot from the one on second and goal.
Second and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Now Mahomes. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Extra point try now from Dicker. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
The Broncos will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Mahomes will throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
Vikings 7.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
One last shot for Young. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, this was a blowout supported by both sides of the ball today, Charles. It would be easy to look at the offense and say, man, they were clicking, and they were, but don't forget about the effort by this defense as well.
Yeah, they weren't going to let up just because the lead was safe. They wanted to play as big a part in this game as their offense did in making this blowout. They needed to be noticed as well, and they played accordingly.
So for the Broncos, it's an early road victory as they move to 2-0.
And bringing up the past, baby, you know that you better than that. I don't got time to deal with the drama. I want the Chanel and I got your back. I promise that I would've never got involved if I knew I would get so attached. I promise that I would've never hit the road if I knew that you weren't coming back. Was it too much to ask for? You know that I had you. You know that I would've did anything that you asked for. You know that I had you. I know that you know I gave everything.
Stressing, quit stressing. You should already know how I'm stepping. Saying you want love for the essence. This time I'll be the one to address it. No ABCs, but I got that for your efforts. New Van Cleef for the necklace. Being that voice in the trenches, so tell me what's your preference. I'ma keep my cool if you stay composed. And when your boy gets home, I don't wanna hear no chat about. If you ain't got proof, then leave it alone. I'm on the road trying to keep us afloat. While you want space and a reason to grow. If things are best left kept on the low, then I think you should leave that after the tone.
Was it too much to ask for? You know that I had you. You know that I would've did anything that you asked for. You know that I had you. I know that you know I gave everything.
See, I would've done anything for you. Now you won't pick up when I call you. It was late night texting till we're yawning. Nowadays I'm overthinking till the morning. Switched up and turned without a warning.